Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between the mountains, there lived a young girl named May. May was known throughout the village for her kind heart and unwavering compassion for all living beings. She would spend her days helping the elderly, caring for the sick, and feeding the hungry. Despite having very little herself, May always found a way to give to those in need. Part 1. One day, a traveler passing through the village noticed May's acts of kindness and approached her. "Why do you give so much of yourself to others?" he asked. May simply smiled and replied, "Because in giving I find true joy and purpose." Part 2. The traveler was moved by May's words and decided to stay in the village for a few days to learn from her. He observed how she interacted with everyone she met, from the youngest child to the oldest grandparent. May's compassion seemed to know no bounds, and it touched the hearts of all who crossed her path. Part 3. As the days passed, the traveler began to understand the true power of compassion. He saw how May's actions not only brought comfort and relief to those in need, but also created a sense of unity and harmony within the village. People began to look out for one another, showing kindness and empathy in their daily interactions. Part 4. One evening, as the sun set behind the mountains, the traveler sat down with May and asked her, "How do you maintain such unwavering compassion in a world filled with suffering and hardship?" May thought for a moment before replying, "Compassion is like a flame that can never be extinguished. It is a choice we make every day to see the humanity in others and to respond with love and understanding." Part 5. The traveler nodded in understanding, realizing that true compassion was not just about helping others, but also about seeing the interconnectedness of all living beings. He thanked May for her wisdom and set off on his journey, carrying with him the lessons he had learned in the village. Part 6. Years went by, and the village prospered under May's guiding light of compassion. People from far and wide would come to seek her advice and guidance, knowing that in her presence they would find solace and comfort. May had become a beacon of hope in a world that often seemed dark and unforgiving. Part 7. One day, as May sat beneath the old oak tree in the village square, a young girl approached her with tears in her eyes. "I have lost everything," she cried. May took the girl's hand and listened as she poured out her heartache and sorrow. Without hesitation, May offered her a place to stay and a warm meal, welcoming her into the village with open arms. Part 8. As the days passed, the young girl began to heal under May's care and guidance. She saw firsthand the transformative power of compassion and vowed to carry on May's legacy in her own way. Together, they worked to spread kindness and love throughout the village, inspiring others to do the same. Part 9. In the end, the young girl realized that compassion was not just a feeling, but a way of life. It was a choice to see the beauty and goodness in the world, even in the midst of darkness and despair. She understood that by offering kindness and understanding to others, she was not only helping them, but also creating a ripple effect of positivity and hope. Part 10. And so the village continued to thrive, guided by the spirit of compassion that May had instilled in all who called it home. The legacy of kindness lived on, passed down from one generation to the next, a testament to the enduring power of love and empathy in a world that sorely needed it. In conclusion, the story of May and the young girl teaches us that compassion is not just a virtue, but a way of life. It shows us that by choosing to see the humanity in others and responding with love and understanding, we can create a world filled with kindness, unity, and hope. May we all strive to embody the spirit of compassion in our own lives, knowing that in doing so, we can make a difference in the lives of others and in the world at large.